Hey, my name is Max Redtree. I'm the founder of Redtree Studio, and I'm happy to welcome you on my Adcraft course. And in this course, you're going to learn how to use the system that I've built for media buyers, for brands, and for AI creatives. And by the end of this video, you'll be able to generate your own creatives on the go as a system, as a step-by-step pipeline that saves you time and efforts. And without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so we are in the first page of the ad creative factory. So let's start and generate the ad. Let's enter the factory first. We have the restricted access, so you got your authorization code, which you enter here and you verify the access. It's going to let you in. The first thing that we need to do is to choose the product. For you, it's easy. You know your product. You just choose the one that you want to promote, the one that you want to create creatives for. And for me, I'm going to go with Byredo Mojave Ghost. So there are two things that we need to do. First of all, we need to copy this link. And the second thing, we need to take a screenshot of this product. Why do we take this screenshot and not downloading the picture? It's just because it preserves the quality better. And we also get the PNG. Why do we need the link? The link is needed. So we paste the link here and we add the product picture here. Now, when we synthesize the brand DNA, it's going to go to the website. It's going to analyze everything on the website and research about the product. It's going to also combine it with the photography and with the picture and come up with the brand identity and the product identity. Also, it automatically inputs the product category. If you want to choose it, you can choose it. And the website is copied here because right now all this data is going to be used to create 3 or 1, 3, 6, or 12 different creative strategies. So you'll see. So the next thing, we have the production mode and we have the mood board or sequence. And the mood board is basically the mood board. It is what it means. It's just generating a lot of different creatives that are going to be coherent with the creative idea that it comes up with and with the campaign that it comes up with. And the sequence is basically generating the first and the second shot and merging them together into a video. So we start with the mood board. It also automatically chooses the visual aesthetic. And in this case, it goes with high fidelity visual storytelling, apothecary, and Scandinavian. This is a good choice. My personal choice and what I find working for specifically this type of animations and this type of brand is surrealism and fashion editorial. I agree with this, but I just want to go for something really, really special. And the next thing, we have the dynamics level. Dynamics level we leave for the later, because when we're using the sequence, when we use the sequence, the dynamics level mean basically how the system is going to explain the prompt, whether we want it to be a dynamic or we want it to be neutral or we want it to be smooth. Since this is a luxury brand, we're going to go for smooth, but for now we go for still because we are using the mood board function. Now we go for a mood board. So production mode, mood board, creative format still, visual aesthetics, you can choose any of those. I added more of them and I had around 40 of them and I just left the ones that really do well. Like for example, Pinterest, sometimes you need this realistic look, which only Pinterest can provide you with. Then human presence. At this point, I don't really want to use any human. This is a luxury product and many times it's really hard to keep it consistent. So I just leave it on exclude by default. Global aspect ratio 9:19 because that works the best. And concept quantity is 3. So that's going to come up with 3 different cards and 3 different campaigns. Initial quality, I'll go for 1K. This is going to be more than enough, especially when we have a high quality product photography. That's going to be more than enough for us. And this is going to just burn our credits more and take much more time than we need. Okay, so now we enter the production. What it does right now, it just combines all the information into 3 different cards that are our creative ideas. So basically the creative campaigns. After it is done generating, and it is now, we are going to be able to choose the one that we like the most. So for example, the scent of a flower that survives on nothing rendered in glass and charred wood. Okay, scent molecule suspended in a shimmering haze. Scent molecule suspended in a shimmering heat haze. This is the surrealism, I would think. An architectural relic discovered in the desert of the future. I kind of mm, I lean towards two of those. The scent of a flower. Let's go one by one, and I'll show you all of them. So we go here. We enter the product. By the way, here we can choose how many frames do we want to generate. I'll go with 3. Sometimes when you choose 6, you have it's a little bit better to choose 6, but anyways, we synthesize the narrative. At this point, it's already using the picture, the brand DNA brief that we generated, and strategy source, so basically that idea that was on the card, to come up with prompts for 3 different creatives that we are going to receive right now. And this is what is amazing, that you don't have to switch any tabs. You just do it in one thing. You do it in one go, in one breath. That's all I wanted. Because before I would have thousands tabs open, trying to somewhat juggle with them. Juggle with them. Okay, so yeah, let's wait for it to synthesize the logic. Okay, so we're done generating, and you can see we come up with the frame 1, 2, and 3. If we chose 6, that would be 6. If we chose 9, that would be 9. We also have the prompts generated, 1, 2, and 3. And now we just render assets. I go rendering 3 of them, and that's going to be, that works much faster than on Higgsfield or on any other service, because it does not have that many people using it at this time. So of course I love this creative shot. Okay, that does not matter. Save. Okay, I'm just trying to save them all, because that this preserves them, because I'm going to explain you why. It's best to save them all at once. By the way, just because I'm using it in the incognito mode right now to show you all the functionality, that's why it's asking me to where it's going to be saved. Normally, it's just going to download easily. Okay, so this one we for sure cannot use. This is not what we actually need. This one is just a creative shot that can be used like later in the production. This can be animated, so I keep it. And this one is perfect. By the way, when you are downloading 2 frames, one frame is going to be a clean frame, and the other frame is going to be a ready-made post, ready-made social post where you are sharing your prompt. So this is also a good thing. Okay, now I absolutely love this first shot. And what do I do? Normally on Higgsfield or anywhere else, we just try to understand what to do with this prompt, right? Here it's pretty easy. We discover 6 strategic angles. When we press discover 6 strategic angles and then we synthesize them, that takes all the information about the product and combines it all together with this picture, and uses this picture as a reference for all of the other shots. So here we had one shot that we loved, and this one shot is now populating into 6 different shots that can be used in one story. How cool is that? I mean, that is amazing. And yeah, I'm constantly working on improving those prompts and the way it generates, the way it works, and making it faster. It is taking some time. It's not taking too long, but it is definitely taking some time. Sometimes it works faster. It all depends on how the Gemini servers are loaded or not. Yeah, it definitely works better in the evening. Okay, so we have 6 different angles that are created from this single angle. So we just start rendering, and start rendering. Let's go for 3 first. Sometimes this macro shot can be a little bit different from what we actually need, but all of the other ones work absolutely beautiful. You can see this one is absolutely amazing. That's another detail close up. Very good. Okay, so just by having this picture, we got that picture, and both of them can be already used to make a sort of animation or transition from this one to this one. Sometimes all of the shots are absolutely incredible. Like every single shot is presenting something unique that can be added into the story. Okay, so let's exit the studio and let's go to Send Molecule Suspended, because that's going to be a surreal type of animation, and surreal type of generation, and I really love it. Again, we go for 3 concepts, and now the same thing is going to be done. We just exit that part of the studio and we enter the next part of the studio, the next idea, just to generate ideas and to understand what is working. But by the way, everything that we got there and everything that we downloaded there can already be used. I mean, that looks amazing. I mean, maybe I'm getting used to it, so I'm not that excited, but I am excited. Yeah. So let's wait for it to generate. Okay, so we are done. Let's render the asset and see what it comes up with. So now it's using this idea. That's the only thing that changed at this point. And also on the back end, there is a lot of information that we use. Okay, let's go. This is really good. This is really good. I love this distortion effect on it. I'm not really a fan of, of shimmering and glowing here. That's not what we want. It makes it look cheap. So if we just remove that, that's going to look way much better. And this looks exactly what we need from it, because that looks exactly how Byredo presents it. You see that a little bit of an analog type of, by the way, we can add the analog to the visual aesthetics, and I think I'm going to do that. I'll test it. And yeah, that's going to be interesting. I love that one. I love that one. This one looks cleaner. This one looks more like what Byredo is trying to do. So I'm going to go here and just generate 6 strategic angles. This is absolutely exciting. Like, given that it had that, like, just imagine trying to generate all of those ideas by yourself. I tried to do it, and I worked like that for many years, for 4 years at least. It's a hard work, and sometimes you're just not gonna have any ideas. At some points, it's just gonna be empty, no ideas, no nothing, and you're just here trying to provide any value. So this system helps you because it always bumps you up. It just provides you with something that you wouldn't have thought of. Yeah. And by the way, when you're choosing more different angles, when you're choosing more, like if you're choosing, let's say, 6 different variations, like first 3, if you start using this system for so long, it is enough to have even 1. Because it's going to, every single time it's going to come up with something interesting. But then the more you use it, the more you want it, right? And for me right now, when I'm using 6 different cards, the last 3 are providing some very interesting insight. But since at this point, I've limited the usage a little bit because it all goes through my API. You have only 12 generations available to you daily. And if you want more, you can just contact me on Instagram or anywhere else. Okay, so this close up is not bad because we preserved the cap. It's not so bad. I think I'm going to save it. Not the most exciting, but this is good because this can be used in the animation, and I love the effects. This is also good because this can be used as a it can be used as just a still, normal still. Okay, so this is what we have with the cards and with the generations. I think we're gonna go for the third one just to polish it, just to see it all. Okay, let's go for the third one. A futuristic minimalist take on a desert landscape again. The bottle is presented as a monumental monolith. Floating shards of charred wood, mimicking the bottle's cap, orbit the flacon in a zero-gravity environment. This concept focuses on the sculptural object identity of Byredo, treating the fragrance as a piece of high design heritage. That is absolutely beautiful. Imagine how long it would take you to write something like this. That would take me ages, for real. Okay, so now we have the prompts. Okay, this is what I wanted. This is what I like about it. Like, this is what I was expecting it to do, to be honest. This is a fourth or fifth time of me making this video. So we had so many different variations of 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 insane quality. Like, I mean, of in. Okay, so we save all of them, and this is a third or fifth time of me recording this video. So yeah. And of course, you can go deep and you can just generate a little bit more. I think we are done on here, and I think you understand how to use it. So the next thing that we have, we can archive the project, and basically it is archived already. It's automatically archived. Then we have the ability to modify the strategy. This is what we're gonna do, and we can restart the session. So modify the strategy just brings us back to the brand identity and the product identity, and the restart session actually wipes everything down, and it's only used when we want to start from zero. So why is it important? Why is it so important? Because sometimes you could be working and you just restart the session and it's just gonna erase everything. I'm working on the back end to make it save all the information, but right now I'm using it so it's one shot, one go. Okay, so at this point, we're going to use the modify strategy. So now we are going to use the sequence mode. We were on the mood board, and right now we are switching for the sequence. Of course, again, it's automatically switches to the motion, and then it switches to and it also allows us to choose the dynamics level, smooth, neutral, or dynamic. We go for smooth, and I go for, again, for surreal and fashion editorial, and I think that is it. That is it. And let's enter the production. Now it's going to do absolutely same thing. Absolutely same thing. It's going to create us 3 different cards, 3 different campaigns, and we're going to choose which one we like the most, and yeah, and render it. But the idea inside of it is going to be a little bit different. A crystallic. Okay, so let's choose the card. Crystalline flower emerging from crocheted obsidian glass. Let's go. And we add the product again. Again, we have the brand DNA brief, we have the strategic source, we have the aspect ratio control and production quality and quantity, like frame density. So let's synthesize the logic, and I'm going to explain you what is going to happen next, because the thing that I've built, I very much love, because it saves you so much time, and it allows you to like expand your creativity and literally see a little bit more and beyond of what is actually possible to imagine by yourself. Okay, so the thing now is pretty interesting. We're done generating. So we have the linked beat number 1. It's basically the block number 1, block number 2, and block number 3. The block number 1, we start from generating these two pictures. After those 2 pictures are generated, we are going to synthesize the flow. So basically, what means synthesize the flow? Basically means taking this first picture and merging it into the second picture, which is this one. But first, we are writing the prompts. So this is those are, I mean, this looks already so good. This looks already so beautiful. I'm going to save all of it. I'm going to save all of it. Both of the functions. And now we synthesize the flow. So now it analyzes the first picture and the second picture, and it writes the prompt for us to evaluate whether we like the prompt or we don't like the prompt, on how the transition is going to happen on the video. So this is the motion synthesis in the middle. While we wait for it, we can render all of the other pictures, all of the other creatives. Okay, now we have the camera pushes forward, dragging focus from the sharp foreground crystal to the blurry perfume bottle. As the bottle comes into sharp focus, a cluster of clear facet crystals blooms around its base, illuminated by the spotlight. Amazing. Generate the video. looking good. So synthesize the flow, and then it just transforms into this. I mean, do you like it? I do like it. I do like it a lot. Maybe it is a little bit too much. Maybe it is a little bit less of what the brand is looking for, but we can always tweak that. If we need it, we can always tweak that. Okay, so let's read this output. The small crystals surrounding the base of the perfume bottle smoothly grow and expand upwards, transforming into a large facet crystal structure that envelops the lower half of the bottle. Okay, let's generate this video. And the last one, let's synthesize the flow and generate the video. And what is happening? The second shot of each block becomes the first shot of the next block. You see? Becomes the first one. Why? So later we can take each one and I mean, I love it. I mean, it just brings me so much joy. I'm going to download it for sure. That's a beautiful transition that would take you weeks. I mean, right now when I'm thinking about it, it used to take me sometimes a month to generate some of the creatives, this lighting, all of the effects, post-production. Like, I mean, this would take you so much time and effort to actually get to the point where you at least have something like it. It used to cost thousands of dollars, and right now it's simply available here. I absolutely love it, by the way. So how it works, we have the last shot that is going to be the first shot of the next block, and then when we combine them all together, there is going to be a full, complete video. Okay. Okay, kind of like it, and I can accept that. We'll need some post-production in that, but that's already like 90% of the time is just tape. And also I fixed it so it's not adding any music, it's only adding the sound effects. So the sound effects, if you don't like them, you can just change them, but it already is generating only sound effects. So you can use a music that you like, and you can use the non-copyright sounds or whatever that you want. Okay, and here let's generate the video. The crystals around the base multiply and grow into a large pile, lifting the perfume bottle. Let's do it. Later on, we can have some transition between here, because here there is a little problem. It just changes, right? It just changes the opacity, and it's not actually merging into that state. So that is important. But we can merge it. Honestly, it merges somehow. Well, okay, we can work on that. But that's already looking beautiful. Like, even if not, this shot, that's a money-making shot. I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay, so let's wait for it to generate the last shot. I don't have high expectations, but I want to say that I have high expectations about it. It's just fun. It's just really fun. Because it looks so good. And okay, you came up with the idea. You have the idea. But then how to make it? How to make it in real life? And the vision is not going to be the same. Like, I mean, I'm just so passionate about it. And I'm so happy to right now share it with you. And yeah, just see what you're gonna do with it. So when you do it, please mention Retri Studio or Max Retri or anybody. Like, I mean, any of my social accounts anywhere. I'd be absolutely happy to see, or creative, or add Creative Factory on Threads and Instagram, like whatever. Just mention me. I want to see what this thing creates for you and how it works. And by the way, if you have any analytics from the campaigns that you run, I would really love to see the results, how it actually works for you, and what successes do you get from this thing. Because some of the campaigns that I've launched with using this system, they went really good. They worked really good. And it didn't take so much time. And even when, like, I mean, even if we're talking, okay, it's already faster, but the creatives right now, they also require time. This is exactly what I wanted. That's why I'm smiling, because that's exactly what I wanted. That's not something I just wanted it to make it so good. And by the way, you always know that the animation is going to be absolutely beautiful when you see that it's clean and the shot is almost the same. Like you can see the logical difference. For example, so it actually creates this logical sequence, but yeah, sometimes it works better, sometimes it works a little bit less good, but now it's just absolutely what I wanted. I'm so happy. I'm so happy to share this with you. Yeah, I'm not gonna be editing the video altogether. Um, I think I didn't save this one. I do save this one. But you get the point. You get the points, that's for sure. Okay, so maybe let's go and do some more. What I can provide, what value I can provide from here. Yeah. Let's generate this logic. I'm going to generate the video only if I see that that the idea that it came up with is worthy. So only if I see that the video is that the first and the second frame is worthy and it's actually making sense, then I can generate. And I provided all the level of control for you, so you don't have to waste your credits, you don't have to waste them too much. You can evaluate whether you like it or not. And by the way, if you evaluated that you kind of like it, you can switch the production quality here and you just get a higher quality render like that. Easy. So it's hard not to love this. Okay, not bad. Let's see the first shot. Absolutely love it. I'm going to save it. Save. They kind of make sense. Kind of makes sense. This doesn't make sense. And this also does not make sense. Okay, so this is the first video that can be generated. So this transition can be generated and this will be pretty good. This can be good, but you need to control the prompt here, because it can do like, oh, it merges. You need to say that it turns and then inside of it the flower emerges, right? So there we need to keep the logic consistency. Okay, the system does 90% of the job, but here we are as the creatives, like literally evaluating what is going to work and what is not going to work. And here here I wouldn't work with that. Okay, that's great. So at least one or two, most of the time when I'm doing that, and it all depends on the product, most of them are just simply amazing. Some of the animations that I did for the Byredo were absolutely outstanding, and I loved every bit of them. I love it. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. You can always contact me. I'm available on social media. And let me know if you need more generations, because they are going to be a little bit limited, and we can talk about that. Thank you so much, and I wish you good sales and amazing creatives.